Hello everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to look at C major scales, we're going to look at C pentatonic scales, and we'll look at C blues scales. So once you can see the major scales, the pentatonic scales, the minor scales, and the blues scales, then you've got most of the scales that you're going to need to be able to play songs in the key of C. So let me show you how it works on a toolbox. Okay, to be able to visualize the keys of C major and the scales that you're going to want to use with a fretboard toolbox, you'll turn to page 19 for the C major scales and C major pentatonic, and then we'll look at page 20 for the blues stuff. So what you're going to see is if you come down here to the C major chord and you look across, the notes in white boxes are all your C major scale notes. They're in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 column. So that's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. The other notes you're going to see in there are the flat 3 note and the flat 7, and those are going to be real critical for making kind of bluesy sounds like you'd hear in bluegrass or blues or country music. And so we're going to be able to tell which notes we're using in different scales to get the different sounds that we're going for. So if I come down here to the standard fretboard jig, if I want to play a C major scale, what I want to do is I want to play notes in white boxes, and then I can see all the C notes are in a special box because that's my C major scale root note. And then I can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white box notes, and all the notes in white boxes are your major, and also the same notes found in the A minor key, but we'll look at that one on a different day. And then you're also going to see some notes are underlined, and that's your major pentatonic notes. Like all my C major pentatonic notes are going to be underlined. So if I want to play notes from the C major scale, instead of just running all the way up here, which is fine, I can see where like this E note here is the same as this E note. So if I want to play a quick C major scale, I'm going to play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And on the guitar it looks like this. Here's a C note on the 5th string 3rd fret. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So that was just C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Then if I want to start here on this C note, I can play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That would look like this. C note is on the 3rd string, 5th fret. So here's C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, up on the 8th fret. So if I get to this 8th fret here and then I want to walk back down here, I can play C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. That looks like this on the guitar. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And of course you don't want to just play those notes in order every time, but just by goofing around with notes that are in the key, I can pick out little melodies. And then that's going to come home to a C major chord because those notes are all found within the key. So if I want to play C major pentatonic notes, I'm going to use the underlined notes. In pentatonic scales, I think they sound scarier than they are. Instead of using 1 through 7 notes, I'm just going to use the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 notes. Those are my underlined notes. And the thing about pentatonic scales is they're real friendly and they're real easy to play, and they don't have a lot of notes that clash. So just by taking out the F and B notes in the key of C major, we can make some real easy scales. So the C pentatonic is going to be C, D, E, G, A, C, and that would look like this. Here's the C note on the 5th string, 3rd fret. So that's C, D, E, G, A, C. Then I can run up further, C, D, E, G, A, C. So here's that C on the 5th fret of the 3rd string again. That was C, D, E, G, A, C. I can walk down C, A, G, E, D, C from the 8th fret. So that's C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, A, C. That last part was just A, G, A, C. And that's a cool scale because you can go all over the place with it. And then when I can see the whole scale all over the fretboard, I can go C, D, E, G, slide up to A, and then C. And that would look like this. Here's 5th string, 3rd fret. C. Let get that. C, D, E, G, A. So slide up G, A. So G, A, C. And then from that C I could slide to D, slide to E. So I just slid D, E, D, C, and then went A, C to finish it out. So I can see my pentatonic notes real easy because those are all underlined. And then I can see my major scale notes because they're all in white boxes anywhere. I can find all my root notes all over the place. And that can get you pretty far with major scales. And I'm also showing the flat 3 note here and the flat 7 note, and those are going to be real important on the blues side. So the cool thing about the new complete edition toolboxes is if you flip to the page that faces the C major page, so I just look at C major key and then the C blues, what I call the C blues key right here. What I'm going to see is in this top row now, in white boxes, instead of the major scale notes, I'm going to have what's called the minor pentatonic notes. So major scale notes is 1 through 7, major pentatonic is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then the minor pentatonic is 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. So my white box notes are 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, and just playing those notes is going to give me a minor sound. It's part of the C minor scale, but you can play it with blues music, which is what gives blues a lot of its cool sounds. And then the other note you're going to see is the note with the, to make it a blues scale, oftentimes people add what's called a flat 5 note. And if I look at the flat 5 note here, it's shown with an asterisk, it's a G flat, and this note's going to give me some even bluesier sounds. So if I come down to my blues fretboard jig, I've still got my root notes all in black boxes here, but I've got a different, I've got my C minor or C blues notes that are all highlighted in white boxes. So I'm going to play this little C minor pentatonic scale here, C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C. So starting on the C on the 5th string 3rd fret, that's C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C. So listen already to that bluesy kind of sound. And then B flat, C. So that was just C, D, or C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C. And then walked back down and then C, B flat, C. So I can see these minor pentatonic notes all over. This time I'm going to run this way and then all the way E flat, F, G, B flat, and finish on the C. So that would look like this. Here's that C note again on the 5th string, 3rd fret. C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C. And it's not critical to say the notes as you play them, but you'll just start learning the positions. As you can see, when you can see the scale that you're trying to play, you don't need to say every note, but you can think about which note you're playing. So this is 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, back to 1. Because if I know which notes I'm using for a various lick, then I can figure out those, figure out what gave it the sound and play it in any key. So to add the blues note, I just want to add this asterisk in here. So this time I'm going to go C, E flat, F, G flat, G, B flat, C. So here's my blues note here. It's the flat 5, G flat in this key. So here's C, E flat, F, G flat, G, B flat, C. So I'm just goofing around with notes that are in this key. But when you can see those notes all over, sorry about that, let me scoot it over. So I'm just playing notes here. That time I was playing all up in here. But the point is that when you can see the scale that you're using and you can see those notes all over the place, it starts to kind of take on a whole new meaning. And then this blues fretboard jig it shows the minor pentatonic notes, but it also still shows the major pentatonic notes again underlined. So I can see both those scales at the same time, because what I found is in a lot of licks you'll see people like playing C, E flat, E. So I'm coming from the 1 note to flat 3 to the 3, and then if I play a G it sounds like this. And then if I play C, E flat, E, G, A, and finish on the C. So that was C, E flat, E, G, A, C. So I'm borrowing from the major scale here, or I could say I'm borrowing from the blues or minor scale here. But anyways, when you can see all those scales together at the same time, it really can unlock some cool things. So I appreciate you taking a look, and I'll have lots more videos coming on lots of different instruments. So please check out the website and see if you might find a Toolbox useful for yourself. Thanks for taking a look.